Hey guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. So, today we are gonna see, what if Naruto becomes the Ghost Rider, part 1. So before we start, go check out the author of this fanfic, Eternal Blizzard of Sword 66, link is in the description, also subscribe if you enjoy the video, let's start the story. It is often said that legends rule over the ninja world. Help everyone understand things, from different points of view, based on how they're told. What a lot of people don't know, is that some of those legends are real. The yellow flash of Konoha was real. He was formerly the Yondaime Hokage of Konoha until the day of Kyuubi's attack. Another real legend. But before the ninja world came to be known, there was another true legend. The legend of the devil's mercenary himself, the Ghost Rider. Once every generation, there is a Ghost Rider that sends the souls of the guilty to hell, leaving only the souls of the innocent and those who wish to repent. Now, 12 years after the events of the Kyuubi attack, a young genin ninja, by the name of Naruto, is currently passing his final test to be a genin. It was purely circumstantial, as the point of the test, by their instructor, Kakashi Haddock, was teamwork. Needless to say, the cell of Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno and Sasuke Uchiha lacked that, but still pulled it together. It was later that night, Naruto was staggering home. Despite his outwardly happy-go-lucky appearance, he was angry and sad. Only due to this reason, he was the jailer of Kyuubi. He was seen as that monster. The things I put up with for these people. It amazes even me. Still. I can't let anyone down. I'm on my way to being able to get respect, actually get real friends, and I don't plan to let them down. I will do anything to protect them, Naruto said. It was then that thunder and lightning kept cracking outside. It cut off the power. Suddenly, a man with a skull scepter came in. "Who are you?" Naruto asked. The man was a bit more visible. "The ultimate master of power. Somebody who will help those who need help when they seek it," the man said. Naruto smirked. "Your point?" Naruto asked. The man chuckled lightly. "You, Naruto Uzumaki, is somebody who wishes to gain power, to protect. I can give you that power. I can also help you with Kyuubi," the man said. This shocked Naruto to the core. "You have my attention," Naruto said. The man smirked. "I am the devil. But call me Dios. You're a ninja. Naturally, you will grow stronger. But I can give you powers that can slay even the greatest of demons. A power which Kyuubi knows about. All you have to do is sell your soul to me," Dios said. Naruto was slightly taken aback. "The power to protect my village, my country, my home, my people. You have that deal. I may not like a whole lot of these villagers, but if I'm to be Hokage one day, I still must care. Besides, once they know that I'm innocent, I'll be fine," Naruto said. Dios held out a contract. Naruto knew he had to sign it. But he cut himself on it and a drop of blood landed on the contract. "That will do. Now Naruto. Your soul belongs to me until your use to me is no longer. It will be then that I shall return it to you. So I do advise becoming stronger, like a normal ninja," Dios said. Naruto nodded. "Why me though? Sasuke says he wants to kill somebody who killed his entire clan. But why me, over him?" Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. "A few reasons. 1. I'm helping the eldest of my little brothers, Kyuubi, fulfill his revenge. All demons come from the same source of power, with me being the devil. His revenge is against Orochimaru, who used what you ninjas call a genjutsu, to attack Konoha. 2nd, you have a noble cause for it. Sasuke Uchiha wishes to kill his older brother, Itachi. However, there are some things he needs to see first off. I have sought somebody who is worthy of being a Ghost Rider. You Naruto are the next Ghost Rider," Dio said, as he touched Naruto. Naruto felt intense pain. "I have seen noble Ghost Riders, and I find they are the more likable ones. They don't abuse the power I have given them. I know you won't let me down. Thing is, you sold your soul to me for power. I gave you the powers of the Ghost Rider, as a deal. That power will help you become stronger than any normal ninja," Dio said. He let go of Naruto, as Naruto almost passed out. "Your first major mission will be when your powers activate during the final battle, if it is at night, for the power of the Ghost Rider is only usable in the shadows. Now, there will be many ninja you will face who only know how to kill, to make a living, not belonging to any form of village. When in your Ghost Rider form, you'll be able to tell the ones who are good and evil," Dio said, before Naruto passed out. "Those clothes of yours. They will not do so," Dio said. He turned Naruto's orange jumper into a black muscle tank top, a leather jacket, a pair of leather gloves, and a pair of black jeans. He did that to all of his clothes. Dios then vanished. Naruto woke up the next morning. He knew last night was no dream. He was concerned as he looked at himself in the mirror. But then, he knew that he had to live by one simple phrase. Live every day, without fear. Some 2 months after becoming a genin, the Hokage had assigned Team 7 with a C-ranked mission. It was their first. Naruto was the one who pressed for it, but now, as they and their client Tazuna began to travel, Naruto was inwardly worried. Despite his change in appearance, he was still the same, until now. "Hey dope. Why the worried face?" Sasuke half-humorously asked. It was both Naruto's and Sasuke's. "Nothing much. I just have a bad feeling about this mission. It's like get down," Naruto said as he sensed a weapon heading towards them. He took Sakura and Sasuke down as the weapon missed and wrapped around Kakashi. But that only revealed to be a replacement log. After that, Kakashi managed to defeat the two that had attacked him. They were not common thieves, but Chunin-level ninjas. "Alright Tazuna. Mind explaining what's really going on? This mission should be more like B-ranked, possibly A-ranked," Kakashi said in an unusually demanding voice. The masked Jounin was known for being lazy, reading a perverted type of book, but not for being overly angry. "Forgive me, but it was all I and my country could afford. The land of waves has a very terrible economy ever since the business tycoon, Geto, came in and took over. He's not a good person at all. I was building a bridge that will connect us to the mainland that will cripple his influence over us. That is why he wants me dead. He's even willing to pay high prices, or so it would seem. If the price is too high, he'll get an army of his men to waste a ninja so as not to pay him," Tazuna said. Naruto smirked. "Well, that would explain things. I'm gonna leave it up to the majority of my cell to determine if we continue," Kakashi said. With his one exposed eye, he turned towards them all. All three of them agreed. It surprised everyone, as everyone would have thought that Sakura at least would have wanted to back down. What would happen a couple of days later, almost anyone would have backed out at that point. The five were attacked by somebody in the Ninja Land's most wanted list. Zabuza Mamachi aka the Mist Demon. "Everyone gets Tazuna to safety." "I got him," Kakashi said, lifting up his headband, uncovering his left eye. It was revealed to be a special eye. An eye of the Sharingan. "So? It would seem as if you're smart after all," Zabuza said to Kakashi. When the three genin did move Tazuna, they noticed the rather intense fight between the two. Kakashi used the Sharingan's unique ability to copy down every jutsu that was used against him. And people wonder why he's the copycat ninja. "He has copied every thrown at him," Naruto said. This shocked both Sakura and Sasuke. "What?" I read. "And yes, I'm not as dumb as people think. I just prefer if they thought I was dumb so that they underestimate me," Naruto said. Both Sakura and Sasuke looked at each other. Now Sakura would normally be all giddy when Sasuke looked at her, mind you, what young female wouldn't, but this was more like a look of understanding their supposedly hyper teammate. "Izu Dragon Jutsu," both Zabuza and Kakashi shouted. They launched their respective dragons, colliding together. "How?" "It's like," Zabuza said before Kakashi cut him off. "I can see the future. I can. And for you, it's death," Kakashi said. Suddenly, Senbon needles suddenly stuck out of Zabuza's neck. A hunter ninja then came in and grabbed the body. "Thank you. He's been in a lot of trouble for quite some time," the ninja said before vanishing. Kakashi walked off the water before he collapsed. The four caught him. "Battling Zabuza drained my chakra. I need a few days to fully recover." "How close are we, sir?" Kakashi asked. Tazuna smiled. "Very," Tazuna said. Everyone sighed. They had to cross the lake by boat. During that, Sasuke and Naruto stared at each other, almost silently communicating with one another. "I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad that Zabuza is dead," Sakura said. Naruto sighed. "I don't think he is. Something tells me that this whole situation just ain't right," Naruto said. This shocked Sakura and Sasuke, though Sasuke began to understand. "Yeah. I remember this. Well, genin like us don't know these things at first, Naruto and I have done our research," Sasuke said. Naruto nodded. "It helps with becoming stronger. But the thing is, Hunter Ninja protocol is to sear the head on the spot and burn the body. Not take the body intact. That Hunter Ninja might not be one," Naruto said. Kakashi sighed. He had listened to the conversation. "Well, you're right. It was a simulated death. When hit correctly with needles, it can induce a death trance, which simulates death until the needles are removed," Kakashi said. Soon after that, the five made it across the lake and went to Tazuna's house. He lived with his daughter and grandson. Their names were Tsunami and Inari. Naruto was outside in the forest after supper. He ran out when he discovered that his hands were burning on the inside. "Looks like the major battle is coming up," a familiar voice said. Naruto turned around to see Dios. "What's going on?" Naruto asked. Dios chuckled. "You are becoming my mercenary. The Ghost Rider. Tonight will be your first transformation, as there are some sinners. Gato's men lurk around. You'll see them and send them to hell," Dios said. He snapped his fingers 2 times. "With your teammates, they know you said you're gonna be training alone all night. so they don't have to worry. Now, my young friend, I have a gift. A Ghost Rider would not be complete without his ride, Dio said. He moved to the side, revealing a motorcycle, fit for Naruto. Naruto saw it and began to scream in agony. You are one of the few who I could use immediately, as you are tough and heal fast, thanks to Kyuubi. Now go. Set out, Dio said, before vanishing. Naruto screamed out loud. All of his skin was replaced by everlasting fire and his head was a flaming skull. He chuckled as he got on. The motorcycle transformed and was also on fire now. Next morning, Naruto woke up. He knew that what he did was no dream, as he could still feel the burning. He got up and got dressed. It's about time you got up, Kakashi said. Naruto sighed. I exhausted myself last night. I need to work on chakra control, Naruto said, lying to Kakashi. Well, now that you mention it, I was going to teach you guys something that would help. When you're ready, follow me. Unless of course, you wish to wait a day or two, Kakashi suggested. Naruto sighed. No. I won't have special treatment. I know about him and I know that you know about that as well. Because of that, I have more chakra, stamina and recovery rate. So don't worry about me, Naruto said. Kakashi did show the three how to climb trees only by walking up. Sakura, due to perfect control, got it on the first try. But Naruto and Sasuke would have to work on it for a few more days. On the sixth night being at Izuna's, Naruto worked on controlling his ghost form. He finally managed to. But he was clearly exhausted. He woke up the next day, around 2 p.m. Late for him. What? 2 p.m.? Damn, he said. He got up, got dressed, and ate some lunch that was left for him. That took about 1 hour. He also recalled a mysterious person whom he met the day before. The boy's name was Haku. Though anyone could mistake him for a girl at any time. Mentions about protecting the ones close to you gave real strength. No duh. I got strength. But am I going to regret it? Naruto asked himself. He suddenly heard some screaming and went outside. It was a Tsunami and Inari. Two thugs had cornered them. Naruto shouted to get away from them. He attacked the two thugs, freeing Tsunami and Inari. He turned his head to them. Turn away and plug your ears, Naruto said. Both of them nodded and obeyed. The thugs were actually scarred. One of them smirked. You don't have the guts to do so, kid, one of them said. Naruto smirked, slitting the guy's throat. You wouldn't be the first guy I've had to kill. Any of them after the first is considerably easier. Now you will join Naruto, slitting the other thug's throat. He then took them to a nearby barrel, filled it up with gasoline, and burned them. He noticed that Inari and Tsunami were still in the same position. He tapped them both on the shoulders. Sorry about that. Seeing death is never easy. But Inari, now do you believe me? Guys like Gato, nor his cronies scare me. I have been beaten, bloodied, and bruised on a daily basis by normal people because of something out of my control. I have killed before and my occupation requires me to kill over and over again when needed. Rest assured. I will make sure that Gato isn't a threat when I'm done, Naruto said. Inari nodded. Thank you, Naruto, and sorry, Inari said. Both Tsunami and Inari got home alright as Naruto ran to the bridge. It took him a little while to get there, but he arrived no problem. He looked at the situation. Kakashi was indeed fighting Zabuza again, while Sasuke was trapped in a dome of ice mirrors. Those things can easily be brought back if that ninja uses a bloodline to control water and ice, Naruto said. He ran and slid under. Sasuke was annoyed at that. Naruto had even tossed off his jacket. Oh. You could have proven more useful outside, Sasuke said. Naruto shook his head. Not true. If I'm not mistaken, this is a bloodline limit. So regeneration of these mirrors will still be possible. So either way, I'm still useful, Team Naruto said. Sasuke sighed. The ice user kept jumping in between mirrors, trying to exhaust the boys while throwing senbon needles at them. He then gathered a bunch and aimed at Naruto. But Sasuke intervened. He took all the needles. Naru too. I'm not gonna make it, Sasuke said. He was littered with needles. Naruto was saddened. Don't say that. You can't die on us, not when we had our first major mission, Naruto said. Sasuke grabbed Naruto's hand. I have nothing to give. Sorry about the way I was, you don't deserve that treatment. You need power, more than me. You need it to survive. Mine is for revenge. The man I want dead is my older brother Itachi. Kill him for me, Sasuke said before he closed his eyes. Naruto knew Sasuke was only in a death trance, but it still angered him. You will pay. Naruto shouted as he exploded with newfound power, breaking all the mirrors. He realized he tapped into Kyuubi's powers. He then smirked a bit. But his smirk faded when he saw the mask split, revealing Haku. Naruto-kun. I'm sorry. But you and I both know that our business does boil down to things like this. However, I am a broken tool, so I would ask for you to kill me, Haku said. Naruto shook his head. He did attack Haku, knocking him out after a solid chop to the chest, knocking the breath out of Haku. Suddenly, he heard a chuckle. Everyone did. The mist had cleared. He picked up both Haku's and Sasuke's bodies and brought them to Sakura and Tazuna. Leave now, take them with you. They aren't dead, Naruto said. The two left with the knocked out bodies. It was night out. Well. Look what we have here. 2 leaf ninjas and my assassin. Too bad your contract is up, Zabuza A-man said. Zabuza growled at that. You plan to kill me, I know how you work. Too bad it won't work on me. You'll die first, Zabuza said. Naruto smirked at that. So did Gato. He's right. All of you will die now. Or shall I say be sent to hell, Naruto said. He became the Ghost Rider. He whistled for his motorcycle to come to him. Everyone was shocked and scared of what they had just seen. Naruto rode up to Gato and choked him. Look into my eyes and feel the pain of all those you have done wrong to or killed, and shall it rip your soul from the flesh, very painfully, Naruto said. Gato did look in the blank hollows of Naruto's flaming skull head, and he felt everything he had done onto himself. He could only scream in pain and terror before his eyes suddenly turned black, indicating that his soul was detached from his body for good. In other words, Naruto kills Gato. Naruto, Kakashi said. Naruto looked at all the others. They did what was the most logical choice. They ran off the bridge into their respective boats. More souls need to go to hell. He picked up a long chain and wrapped it around his shoulder. He then rode into the water, then on the water. How can he do that? Zabuza asked Kakashi. Kakashi didn't have the answer. Back with Naruto, he flung his chain out, and it burst into flames and wrapped around one of the boats. Naruto yanked on it, destroying the boat. The thugs on they were caught under and drowned. Naruto rode back up to the bridge. He then returned to his human form. Sensei. It's not Kyuubi who's done this. It was the devil. I sold my soul to ensure Konoha's safety for good until I am more than powerful enough that I will not have any use for it. Don't tell anyone about it. Same for you, Zabuza, Naruto said. Zabuza nodded, out of pure respect. I had no idea. I honestly thought you hated Konoha, Kakashi said. Naruto smirked. No. It was rough, but I don't hate it. I have no reason not to, because I knew there were still some people who did care about me, Naruto said. He was right about that. The team was back in Konoha. Just in time, as well. Buzz about the Chunin exam being held in Konoha this time around was all over the place. Kakashi had decided to enter them into the exams. But that was after Naruto had saved a friend, name being Konohamaru, the Hokage's grandson, from being killed by a Sand Genin. That Sand Genin's name was Kankuro. He was part of a 3-man cell, which included his siblings, Temari and Gaara. Now it was at night. Naruto wasn't sure if he was to kill Gaara or not. He paced around in his apartment for quite some time until it was nightfall. It was then that Dios appeared in Naruto's apartment. Naruto sensed this and turned into the Ghost Rider. He looked at Dios before sighing, remaining the same. Don't scare me like that, Naruto said. Dios nodded. Don't kill Gaara, Dios. This shocked Naruto. Why? He's evil, Naruto said. Dios shook his head. He is like you. A demon carrier. He carries my youngest brother, Ichibi, or what people call him, Shukaku. Don't kill him. It isn't worth it. You can save him. Fight him, yes, during the exams. But don't kill him, Dio said. Naruto powered down to normal. You have a point now, sir, Naruto said. Dio sighed. Orochimaru is here. I don't want you to kill him yet. He is still very useful in this world. Wait a few years. I also wanted to explain something that could be of some use, Dio said. Both he and Naruto sat down. Now. Your eyes of repentance are powerful, but they have another ability. If you destroy a soul with a Dijutsu or an eye bloodline limit, you'll get it. Especially useful if you want the Sharingan, Dio said. This interested Naruto. Oh. So you want me to be the one who deals death to Itachi, Naruto said. Dio shook his head. No. He'll still be coming to hell, but Sasuke already claimed dibs on that man's soul. You will help though. No. There is a much more powerful ninja who has recently awoken from a long slumber. This Uchiha is actually my daughter, Madara. Like most of my children, we never did see eye to eye, so they wind up dead. But she plans to go after a powerful contract. Almost as powerful as the contract of 1,000 souls. This one is the contract of the Sandaime Kazekage, Dio said. Naruto was surprised by this. Why him? He's still alive, Naruto said. Dio's nodded. But he is the ultimate oppressor, besides Orochimaru. You see, because of him, all the bloodline limits in Mizu are gone. Anyone who threatens his power will die. Madara knows this and needs his soul to gain more and more power. She, like my deceased son, Blackheart, wants a lot of souls. And the Mizukage bound his soul to a contract where the next Mizukage will also possess his soul, Dio said. Naruto smirked. So you want me to find Madara and kill her with my eyes and gain the Sharingan, Naruto said. Dio's nodded. I would go after her myself, but in this realm, I can't harm anybody. That is why I have my Ghost Riders to bring all the evil souls to hell. One time, it would have made me more powerful now, I just want them so that people know to not be sinners. There will always be sinners, but with you around there will be less, Dio said. Naruto nodded. Alright. Tomorrow is the first exam. I sense Kyuubi is copying his chakra to give to you, one tail at a time. You can handle one tail now, and soon, multiple. It was good that you saved Haku and Zabuza. Weren't you surprised, Dio said. Naruto nodded. Why would a girl claim she's a boy? I don't understand that at all, Naruto said. Dio's chuckled. That blush you got was more than enough. I see things through your soul. And Naruto. Just because I own your soul doesn't mean you belong to me. Well, it does in a high sense, but I don't want you to think. For Madara and Orochimaru, the two you must bring to me, I trust you more than anyone else. Once you have given me their souls, I'll release you from the contract, Dio said. Naruto nodded. He wanted to get to sleep to prepare himself for the exam. The first test for the Chunin exam was a written test. It could have been easy or hard, depending which route you took, who you were, and knowing the true meaning behind the test. 9 Jounin level questions, and a mysterious 10th question after the set time period. Information gathering was the key. Many people used various methods, while Naruto had Kyuubi's help. The 10th question was what mattered. If you stayed, you automatically passed, for the 10 question determined guts. A lot of people had them this year. Naruto, deciding to celebrate, went to the famous Ichiraku ramen stand. Famous for him, as it was one of the few places he was welcome. Sasuke and Sakura had joined him. It was then, the daughter of Ichiraku, Ayame, came in, giving Naruto a note. Ayame Nichan. What's this? Naruto asked. Ayame smiled. Hinata Hyuga was over here earlier, asked me to give that note to you, Ayame said. Naruto blushed at that. He secretly had a crush on Hinata. Sakura couldn't help herself. A love note for her loudmouth turned half goth, she teased Naruto. Sasuke sighed. That's cruel, Sakura. You know I've been trying to turn him full goth for a while now, Sasuke said. Both Sakura and Naruto got a chuckle out of that. Naruto read the note. It read. Dear Mr. Uzumaki. I have some important things I need to discuss with you tonight. Meet me inside Yondame's head at midnight tonight. Don't worry. The Anbu guarding the monument will let you pass through. Ishi Hyuga, clan leader. Naruto was shocked. Sasuke sighed. I hope he doesn't plan to kill you, Sasuke said. He was aware of Kyuubi, as Naruto told him, and him only. This shocked Sakura and made Naruto crush the glass he was holding. He cursed. Sorry about what, Naruto said, blushing. He didn't eat much ramen that day, so Sasuke had no problem paying the bill, plus the extra glass cost. At midnight, Naruto was inside Yondame's head on Hokage Mountain. He awaited Hiashi. Yondame. I'm sorry. I know you're watching over me. I hope I haven't saddened you by selling my soul to the devil to protect Konoha. Sounds stupid, but the devil used my one weakness that actually means something true. But at least he's a decent guy who has helped me control the power he's given me, Naruto said as he was beside the casket that held the body of Arashi Kazama. That is a shock of its own, Naruto, a voice said. Naruto recognized the voice as the Sandaime Hokage's voice. Now you know what, Gramps, Naruto said. He then snapped his fingers and all the candles in the tomb were lit up. He saw Hiashi there. Never once did I think that selling your soul could be a good thing, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. Dios, as he likes to be called, is a changed being. Because of who I am, I can tell these things. People judge me for what I am, not who. I have had many beatings, and yet I still care for this village, because I know that this nation loves peace. I have never sensed hatred or deception from you, nor have I, Dios. In fact, he's pretty pissed off at the two people that he wants in hell, Naruto said. Both the Hokage and Hiashi understood. I'm sure he would forgive you. He was never one to hold grudges, and out of everyone I think he respects you the most, Hiashi said. Naruto was puzzled. Hokage-sama, he's ready to know everything. You can stay here if you want, Hiashi said. Naruto shook his head. As the village leader, I want to make him need to stay. What you two will see soon is an S-rank secret for me, just as Kyuubi is. I already told you part of it. But I'm interested in your story, Naruto said. The three sat down. Arashi Kazama, the Yondaime, was my best friend. I was there when he sealed Kyuubi inside of you. At first, I did want you dead, but I knew that I would be betraying you, him, and my role to you. I didn't want to kill you out of hatred. It was love. As wrong as it sounds, I didn't want you to suffer because of what needed to be done. I also didn't think straight when I thought that, for I would never harm an innocent child. And that is what you are innocent of. There was no way it was fair how these villagers have treated you, Hiashi said. Naruto was shocked. He wanted to sort of kill Hiashi, but knew that Hiashi meant every word. As I said, I would betray him, you, and my role to you, if I did that. Naruto. Arashi Kazama is your father, Hiashi said, with a rare tear falling from his face. Naruto was clearly shocked now. He slowly turned and glared at the casket. Don't hate him. He trusted no other infant, didn't want to bear any other infant than you, because you are his son. The fact is, if it were me who sealed it, I would have hoped that it would have been on Hinata's birthday, so it would have been her, because she is my own, and it's that blood bond that makes me trust her that much like your father does to you, Hiashi said. Naruto understood. Also, before he died, he named me your godfather. What a lame godfather I have been, Hiashi said, fully breaking down. Naruto ran over to him and embraced him. I understand. But I always thought you demeaned Hinata, Naruto said. Hiashi got up and sighed. I'm only trying to push her to succeed. But I know it's failing now. The cloud incident scarred her for life and she is improving, but she is still timid. But I do hope she becomes better. It's her grandfather that I worry about, Hiashi said. Sarutobi sighed. What's wrong with her grandfather? Naruto asked. Hiashi sighed. He's the most cruel of all Hyuga. Senshi is his name. He, like I was, a twin. He was the younger one, so he was part of the branch family. However, his older twin, Sito, my uncle, when he became head, an unfortunate string of events happened. In the end, Sito was unable to reproduce, ensuring that I would be heard. I don't like it, but I live with it. When my uncle died, my father had the cage bird seal removed as he was an elder. He wants to brand Hinata and threatens to do so if she loses in the exam. The others agree, but I have warned them that I will kill them if they do. I'm not the stuck-up prick everyone thinks I am. I care. I do want him dead, but I know it won't happen, Hiashi said. Naruto sighed. I hate your father that much is hard to hear. Yet I can kill him, if he's a sinner. It goes back to me selling my soul. I still have it, but I just work for the devil, in exchange for a power which most shinobi could only dream about, Naruto said, as he transformed into the Ghost Rider. You're Ghost Rider. Arashi used to talk about them all the time. He even told me the devil would be visiting you one day. It all makes sense. Yes. Arashi believed the devil was a being that only tortured people in hell, because only he could stomach the infinite pain, and didn't exactly belong to heaven. Over the years, he's become less evil I hope, Hiashi said, with a chuckle. Naruto joined in. I believe he has. Hiashi, there is one ability I want to test out quickly, Naruto said. He placed one of his gloves onto Hiashi's hand and chuckled. Think about your father and what he's done. I will automatically see what he's done, Naruto said. Hiashi obeyed. Naruto quickly saw everything and stumbled back and fell down, landing in a sitting position. Wow. Forced to have you and your twin, then killed, made sure Sito couldn't have kids and used his wife. He was insane. Then, he's gonna fry Hinata's brains out. He is guilty. Naruto shouted. He got up and powered down. Not tonight. When this exam is over for Hinata, if it's to be over, I'll kill him then, but under one slight condition, Naruto said. Hiashi sighed. Name it, he said. Naruto smirked. The Byakugan. I want it. With your permission. No surgery will be needed, as what I will do is the holes where my eyes are in my ghost form. They take all the sins and inflict pain upon the soul until the soul is detached and sent to hell. Apparently, I can absorb eye bloodline limits if I wanted to, Naruto said. Sarutobi was shocked while Hiashi grinned. Consider it a sort of adoption. I wonder though. Will your eyes remain the same? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. Good. Oh, and did you know Hinata has a crush on you? Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. I am the same, which is why I must keep away. My enemies will use her to get to me if they discover her. But at the same time, I want to take that chance. I really want to be her boyfriend, Naruto said. Sarutobi chuckled. Well, it's kinda late for me. I'm going to leave. Don't worry, my boys. What has been said here will not leave these walls unless you two wish for it, Sarutobi said. The other two nodded. Sarutobi left at that. Naruto sighed. Hiashi knelt down to Naruto before pulling him into a fatherly embrace. I want you to live with us. If need be, I'll adopt you officially. But personally, I hope the crushes turn to full-fledged love, Hiashi said, making Naruto blush. Pack your things tomorrow. Before the forest of death, you will be moved in, if you want, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. He didn't display it, but he was really happy on the inside. It was then they heard clapping. "How long have you been there, Dios?" Naruto asked. Hiashi and Naruto turned to Dios. "Not long. I sensed you wanted me to be here to ask me about this hit, my young merc friend. You don't need to ask me. If somebody is guilty, doesn't regret it, and is truly evil, then they deserve to tango with me. And we know that won't be pretty," Dio said, earning a chuckle out of Hiashi and Naruto. Dios then walked up to Hiashi. "You're right about me. I'm not as evil as when I started out, for you see, I took responsibility for my job that God gave me. It's my children that are the real evil. One of them is Naruto's target. Yes, Naruto, you are free to love, but you are right in taking caution. The last Ghost Rider proved that. He loved, but was cautious. Didn't live with his love and was always on the road. You don't need to be that. Just do what you can when you can. That is all I ask, Dios." Naruto agreed with that statement. Now, in the Forest of Death, Naruto was separated from Sakura and Sasuke. He had to kill a giant snake before he could head back. When he did, he saw a weird mark on Sasuke's neck before he passed out. Naruto was enraged. Kyuubi then flared to life. "It's him. Orochimaru," Kyuubi said to Naruto. Naruto began to channel Kyuubi's chakra to make a single tail. It wouldn't be enough, but he still had to fight. "Orochimaru. Snake Sannin. You have sinned a lot in your lifetime. Human experiments, sending Kyuubi after Konoha, ruining my life, multiple cold-blooded murders, all which you've enjoyed, transferring souls into others, and trying to recruit my friend. I cannot forgive you. Instead, I will do what should be done and send your guilty soul straight to hell," Naruto said. His eyes were red now as he jumped forward and speared Orochimaru. Orochimaru, with his snake-like face, chuckled. "So? You're the mayor of Kyuubi. Well, I hope my old friend is torturing you," Orochimaru said. He pushed Naruto off before they began their fight. "On the contrary, he's helping me. Why do you think I know so much about you? Not to mention, the devil is pissed off at you for your sins and turning Kyuubi against what he stood for. You don't mess with any of the devil's siblings and get away with it," Naruto coldly said before Orochimaru used a powerful wind to bash Naruto against a tree, knocking him out. Orochimaru then fled. He would wake up later. He saw many marks on Sasuke. He also noticed Ino, Shikamaru, Choji, and Lee were there as well. He rose up. "Doing okay on your own, Sasuke. That's good. But I'm afraid that I want my share of the fun as well," Naruto said. Sasuke glared at him. "Shut up. I need power. I need to defeat them," Sasuke said. Naruto smirked. "Evil influence. I can tell. Zaku, Dosu, and Kin. The three genin from Sound. Pawns of Orochimaru," he said. With that, he became the Ghost Rider. Everyone gasped. Naruto sighed. "You're innocent. No true sins have been done by any of you," Naruto said. But he still remained. Dosu, the bandaged guy, tossed out an earth scroll before the three left. "I am far from done," Naruto said. He whistled for his motorcycle and looked forward. "Follow the fire," he said, speeding off. A six-leaf genin did follow to see the three sound genin beaten up except for Kin. Naruto did have reservations about that if the girl didn't harm you first. He got a heaven scroll as Team 7's was burned before. He then slammed his foot into Zaku's back, disabling Zaku's arms. "I'm sorry you had to see that. This is a result of selling your soul. You become the devil's personal mercenary, but it's not all that bad," Naruto said. Lee then walked up. "Your flames of," Lee began to say before Naruto kicked him back. Lee, being the tough guy he was surprised by this as he would have been able to block. "I don't remember asking you a damn thing. So shut the hell up about flames of youth crap. These are hell flames. The result of being a Ghost Rider," Naruto said. He then looked at his motorcycle. "Go home," he said. The motorcycle sped off. "Tell nobody of this. Understand? Lee, Ino, Sakura, especially you three. This is a S-rank secret and I doubt Lord Hokage would be overly pleased with me revealing this in a big place. But I had to. Sasuke. That curse mark you received from Orochimaru, as I know what it is making you a different person. You have to resist it at all costs. If you commit sins because of it, then you won't last here. I won't pursue you if you have sins, unless my boss tells me to," Naruto said. This scared everyone. He then looked over. "The tower. Do you guys also have your respective scrolls?" Naruto asked. Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji nodded. "Let's go," Naruto said. The six walked towards the tower. But Naruto turned around, becoming normal. "Lee. Go find your teammates and good luck," Naruto said. Lee nodded and vanished. The six made it into the tower just as Nada's team made it in. "Well, it looks like the rookie 9 is here," Naruto said. Hinata practically glomped on Naruto, which surprised everyone. I told you we would make it. No more worries about this exam, Naruto said. Hinata nodded. Naruto noticed Gaara coming in soon after. Hinata had mentioned that her team was scared of him because they saw him mercilessly kill other ninja. As much as Naruto tried to keep his distance, Gaara eventually got him one-on-one. I could feel your power. Power's similar to mine. Which is why I must kill you, Gaara said in a very creepy tone. Naruto sighed. I am a demon carrier like you, Gaara. My demon pointed out his younger brother and you, Naruto said. Gaara was impassive to that as he tried to kill Naruto. But Kyuubi took control as Naruto led him. Shukaku. We need to talk, Kyuubi said. Gaara nodded. He used a force sleep to bring out Shukaku. Free at last. Kyuubi. He said. He bowed down. Stand up, my brother. But first, Kyuubi, Naruto said as he made some hand signs to cast a silent spell on the room. You seem to have made your host ruthless and wanting to kill. Is that your work or the one who sealed you? Kyuubi, Naruto said. Shukaku, Gaara growled. Not me. I mean at this time. I have been known for my rage due to jealousy. But us demons are merely protectors of humans. I don't see how that is logical as there are some who hate us, Shukaku, Gaara said. Kyuubi, Naruto chuckled. That's because humans are inferior. Demon containers are the ones we respect the most for they aren't like the rest of their race. Humans fear and hate what they don't understand. Why do you think they especially fear our big brother? Kyuubi, Naruto said. Shukaku, Gaara nodded. Of course. But the assassination attempts on my host has caused him to believe that he is meant to kill and that killing defines his existence. The seal has caused me to be erratic except when I'm with one of my siblings. Had you not been here, I would be insane. Is there any way you can fix the seal so Gaara can not be so insane? Shukaku asked. The light suddenly went out and a pair of flaming eyes were seen. Big brother. Both Kyuubi, Naruto and Shukaku, Gaara said. It was when Dio's both demons returned to their respective hosts, allowing the hosts to be in control. Gaara-kun. I hope you've been listening, Dio said. Gaara nodded. Naruto sighed. Killing for fun can almost make you guilty of murder on numerous occasions and I can't allow sinners to be of this world. You have a chance to be normal. You need a friend. If you had one that would stick by you, no matter what, would you stop killing? Naruto asked. Gaara looked at his hands. My first so-called friend was the first person who tried to kill me. I hated it. I hated him. I hated everyone, Gaara said, with rage going into his voice. Naruto sighed. I know, Gaara. I know. You aren't alone. Your siblings care for you. I can tell. But do you? I believe in second chances. Maybe, getting out of the village that has tried to kill you and going to Konoha, and pardon if I sound egotistical, but meeting me is your second chance. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Naruto said. Gaara was still angry. Naruto approached him. He didn't care if he could have been killed. Gaara was reluctant. Naruto was close now. He pulled Gaara into an embrace. This had cracked Gaara's hardened emotional shell. A friend? He asked. Naruto nodded. Gaara let a tear slip. I see. This is good. Naruto. I can feel he wishes to repent and it has begun. If you have such a power, use it to your advantage for protecting everyone and everything close to your heart. Humans carry both good and bad traits and it's unfortunate. Oh Gaara, I am the devil. I'm also the great 9 demons' elder brother. You have nothing to be scared of from me. Let me fix that seal for you, Disco said. Naruto sighed. Are you gonna make him sign the soul contract? Naruto asked. Dio shook his head. Unless he wants to. But I don't recommend it. I only need one Ghost Rider at a time, Dio said, touching Gaara's love kanji. It knocked him out. Sweet dreams, Dio said, before chuckling devilishly and vanishing. Gaara would wake up later, on a bed. Temari and Kankuro were there, along with Naruto. What, was I really out? Gaara asked, getting up. Naruto nodded. Did you? Gaara asked. Naruto shook his head. What you saw, what you said, what was done last night, was real. I'm glad you've changed, Naruto said. This puzzled the two Sand siblings. I had a talk with him last night and an old friend of mine fixed his seal. Gaara is no longer a killing machine, Naruto said. Gaara nodded, cracking a genuine smile. Thank you, Naruto. Temari, Kankuro, forgive my sins of the past, Gasa said. Temari and Kankuro both smiled. Of course. You're our little brother. We knew one day you'd be more normal than before, Temari said. Gaara nodded. He then looked at Naruto. Ghost Rider, what is that? Gaara asked. Naruto sighed. He knew he had to tell. Well, he decided to tell what a Ghost Rider is, not who it was. The Devil's Mercenary. Obviously there is one out there. If you're lucky, you'll meet him, Naruto said before he started to leave. Wait. Sand is going to attack Konoha in a month during the last part of the exam. It will be an invasion from both sand and sound. The Kazekage spoke with Orochimaru all about this, Gaara said. Naruto clenched his hand. It's a military thing. Well, I can't say much, except that the Kazekage made a grave mistake. Orochimaru will backstab him. You have to call off the troops, or at least have them help Konoha. The sound is young and rough. The most dangerous. Led by that snake, Orochimaru. I don't care who fights him, as long as I get the last piece. He is the reason why I'm so hated, Naruto said. Gaara nodded. Naruto then left. Later, he was talking with Hinata. She seemed relieved that he was okay. Gaara was confused about who he was. He's been through a lot, Naruto said. Hinata hugged him tighter. I believe in Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto smiled. He then cupped her chin with one hand before quickly kissing her. Naruto-kun, she said, blushing. He frowned. Too much? He asked. She shook her head and leaned up to kiss him. More deeply than last time. I hope father doesn't find out, Hinata said, still red-hot blushing. Naruto chuckled. He told me about you crushing on me, and I told him about me crushing on you. Yes, I did and do have a crush on you. And he said to go for it. He believes in us. Yes, Hinata. Not just us together, but us on our own. He truly believes you're stronger than you seem. You just don't give yourself credit for it. You're more than that. You're normal, even when you have to be. You are you. Powerful, smart, and beautiful. No matter what anyone says. Believe in yourself, like I believe in you, Naruto said. Hinata stopped blushing so hard. Naruto had given her the resolve she needed to go up against anything. After waiting 5 days, the second exam was over. Many genin made it, and thus, a prelim tournament had to be held to cut the numbers down. Sasuke had his match first. He could have gotten disqualified due to the curse, but he kept it down and defeated a Leaf genin. It was the sole quitter in the exam and somebody who provided info before the whole thing started. His name was Kabuto. Though Naruto didn't like him one bit. Shino would defeat Zaku. Not only that, but due to Shino's bugs, he was able to remove Zaku's arms. Damari then defeated Tenten, Shikamaru defeated Kin, Ino, and Sakura's match was a draw, and Kankuro also won his match. The next names for the battles were Kiba's and Naruto's. This will be fun, Kiba said. The match began. It was slightly unfair due to Kiba's pet dog, Akamaru, helping out. But Naruto held his own. Your reputation has changed, Naruto. But once I defeat you, I can finally impress Hinata. Kiba. Akamaru became a clone of Kiba. Naruto made an army of shadow clones. But when the dust settled, 2 figures were down. Naruto and Akamaru. Kiba was worried about his best friend, so he ran over to Akamaru. He cried out. It was then that Akamaru bit Kiba's arm. Akamaru actually turned out to be Naruto, while the other Naruto was a shadow clone on top of the real Akamaru. Sorry. But the opportunity presented itself, Naruto said. Kiba was so that when he ran to tackle down Naruto, he didn't stop when Naruto dodged, so Kiba hit the wall. Oh, and, as for Hinata. I'm already dating her, so don't even try, Naruto said. Kiba ran up again. This time, Naruto super kicked him, then jumped into the air. He made some hand seals. Sakura and Kakashi recognized them. Brad fireball jutsu. Naruto said, blowing a massive flame onto the arena floor. It fired Kiba, but it didn't kill him. The next match was Hinata vs Neji. The cousins of the Hyuga family in this exam. Neji was older and more experienced. And this clearly scared Hinata. Hinata. You should give up. I will not be responsible for what your fate will bring you, should you stay. And it looks very grim indeed, Neji said, trying to intimidate her. But Hinata shook her head and activated her Byakugan. Screw fate, she said. This shocked everyone. Neji was the most shocked. You know, big brother, I've had enough of hearing that. No fate, except for what we make. Remember? Hinata asked. Neji growled. That's not true. He said. The match officially began as the 2 gentle fist users began to battle. Both had their respective teams sealed off during the match. Hinata attempted a shot to the gut with all her might, but Neji was not affected. I sealed off your arms, he creepily said. Hinata growled. You're stronger than me. That much I know. But your spirit isn't, she said, attempting to throw him. He did get over Hinata's head but landed on his feet and struck her hard. But Hinata blocked it a bit by holding him back. He was so angry that he punched her head so hard, then kicked her back. The match was over, but Neji had a kunai in his hands. He was going to go and kill Hinata. It was then that Hinata's sensei, Kurenai, along with Kakashi, another Jounin leader, and Sarutobi's son, Asuma, and Kakashi's friendly rival, Guy, came down. Naruto also came down, ready to kill. But Lee blocked him. No, Naruto-kun. Don't risk your spot. Besides, Niji is my rival. Though I don't mind if you did face him next, Lee said. Hinata was taken away on a stretcher. She became awake, asking to stay, as Naruto had some of her blood on his hands. Mark my words, Niji. You will pay, Naruto said. Niji smirked. The dead last like you could never defeat me. It is simply fate, Niji said, before walking off. Naruto went to Hinata's side. Naruto-kun. I would have given up if it weren't for you, Hinata said. Naruto really began to cry. He knew what was going to happen. Later, in the Konoha hospital, Hinata was sleeping. Naruto had seen an injured Lee and Choji. Dosu defeated Choji and Gaara defeated Lee. Though Lee had inflicted the injuries upon himself. It was then that Hiashi walked in. Naruto, my son, he said. He was saddened. Hiashi knew that tonight somebody was going to die. On a cliff outside of Konoha, Hiashi and Hinata walked to. Hinata was informed of what was to happen. Senshi, an old and white-haired Hyuga, awaited there. My son. It is time we show this wench her place in this world, Senshi said. Hiashi then smirked. What about your place? You're not the purest soul in the world. In fact, you're a highly tainted soul. I know. I found your history. I refuse to send my daughter to the branch house, Hiashi said. This shocked Hinata, and Senshi smirked. You have no choice, my son, Senshi said. Hiashi smirked. I'd rather go to the branch than let her. If that is what it takes, then so be it, Hiashi said. Hinata had backed away a bit. Senshi tried to get by, but couldn't. Does she mean more to you than Hanabi? If you don't cage her, then Hanabi will, Senshi said. Hiashi growled. It was then he smirked. Naruto was behind Senshi now. You will not brand either, Naruto said, in his scariest voice ever. Senshi trembled in fear. He tried to seal off all of Naruto's, but failed, as his hand was now on fire. Senshi screamed in pain. Naruto used his chain to bind up Senshi. You are guilty of many crimes, all of which Hiashi Tausen has told me about. My master awaits your soul. You will stare into my eyes and feel the pain of the innocent upon your soul as it shall be sent to hell, Naruto said. Senshi was really screaming in pain now as he felt all his sins upon him, as well as his Byakugan leaving him, going into Naruto. Naruto set his chain on fire and it burned the comatose body of Senshi. As it was burning, Naruto sent him off the cliff, unraveling his chain, seeing the ashes of the demented Hyuga fall to the ground. Hinata was clearly scared of Naruto in this form. Do not fear me, Hinata. There is no reason to. You are amongst the innocent and I don't have the heart to harm the innocent, Naruto said, transforming back to normal as he walked over to her. He kissed her as she got over her initial shock. Especially one as beautiful as you, he said. Hinata embraced him tightly. Thank you, Naruto. You have gotten rid of somebody who didn't deserve to live. It's because of him that Niji thinks the way he does. But Senshi Hyuga, my father, is nothing more than a memory, best forgotten by everyone, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. Hinata passed out as Naruto carried her home. Naruto. I'm not kidding when I say this, but when you are the Ghost Rider, you are more powerful than Lord Hokage himself, even back during his prime. You are already on par with your father during your transformations. But when you're normal, you still need to improve a great deal. And you will. I don't suggest training with Byakugan for a while. Not until the exams are over, Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. When they got home, Hiashi invited Naruto down to the cellar. You deserve this, Hiashi said, giving Naruto a small bottle of sake. Old enough to kill, old enough to drink. At least that's what some people say. This stuff will take your worries away, but don't become addicted. Here's to justice, Hiashi said. Naruto smirked. I'll drink to that, he said, as the both of them downed their sake. Meanwhile, Gaara had caught up to his Jounin sensei, Baki. Baki was just in a meeting when Gaara alerted him. We need to change allies, Gaara said. Baki was surprised by this. Oh, and why should we do this? Baki said. Gaara, being used to emitting killer intent, managed to emit a fake killer internet. Intent to kill is so real, yet not meant. I have heard facts about the sound leader, Orochimaru. He doesn't plan to let us win. You see, once Konoha is crushed, he'll turn his sound ninjas against us and kill us all, Gaara said. Baki was shocked at this. Trust me on this one. And also trust me that I now have more control of my darker side. I do not wish to kill so freely anymore. It wasn't a good thing, Gaara said. Baki sighed and nodded. Alright. If you're so passionate about it, guess it's worth a shot. But if your father says to continue, then we will, Baki said. Gaara sighed before he left. Naruto decided to get a sword for himself. A slight broadsword. The weight and size was perfect for him. It was about 2 feet in width and about 4 feet in length. It was not a small sword. He picked it up from Tenten, Niji's teammate, who worked for her family's weapon shop. He was always welcomed there. On his way back, he noticed an old man was peeking in the women's bath. "Boy, old man. You know that peeking can be considered a serious crime," Naruto said. At once, a bunch of women in towels came out and bashed the old man in. The old man was furious with Naruto. "You had to interrupt my research," the old man said. Naruto smirked. "Research, eh? Lame," Naruto said. This really pissed off the old man. "Do you have any idea who I am? I am the great Toad Sannin, Jiraiya. Also the author of the Icha Icha book series," Jiraiya said. Naruto paled at that. It was then that a slight snicker was heard. "You always hear one to boast, eh, sensei?" the voice said. Naruto turned around and noticed Hiashi was right behind him. This shocked Naruto a bit. "Hello Hiashi. Glad you're doing well. Not stuck anymore again, I take it," Jiraiya said. Hiashi nodded. "Yeah. I've never been a fan of what you do to get your research, so leave Naruto out of this. Besides, he's Arashi's boy. I'm sure Arashi would want him to be trained by you," Hiashi said. Jiraiya was shocked. He then looked at Naruto closer and smiled. "Yeah. I should have seen it sooner," Jiraiya said. Naruto smirked. A legendary Sannin was training him, so it meant that he was going to grow powerful. He needed it. Every ninja did. "Alright. Sounds good. Sorry about that, but morals kicked in," Naruto said. What Jiraiya did teach Naruto was to summon toads. Naruto did sign the contract, for he was sure Dios wouldn't mind. Naruto impressed everyone by summoning a mid-rank toad by the name of Garuda on his first try. "Well, I can't teach you much right now. I will after the exams are done, but right now, work on other areas. That's all that matters," Jiraiya said. Back at the Hyuga training grounds, about 1 hour later, Hiashi was there with Naruto. "Naruto, I think it's time that you inherit a powerful move made by your father. Actually, made by both me and him," Arashi said. He formed a sphere in his hands. Spirit Sphere, or its official name, Rasengan. S-ranked, that requires no hand seals. Meaning it is very much safe from being copied by Uchiha or any other clan that may have eyes similar to theirs, Hiashi said. He had a bunch of water balloons and rubber balls. "This move took us 3 years to perfect. Believe me, it was much easier to teach than to create. Much like most are. One question. Do you know the water walking exercise?" Hiashi asked. Naruto nodded. "Good. This move, I want you to go through 3 states. However, I won't hold your hand through it. I believe a ninja is truly better when he earns it. I'll help, but not a lot," Hiashi said. He tossed Naruto a water balloon. "The point of this step is to burst a balloon full of water by making your chakra go in every direction," Hiashi said. Naruto nodded. It took him quite a while that night, but he finally got it. All the balloons he had burst, the last one, he finally got it in all directions. "Good. Take a break for the night. But do me one favor. Try to find Niji, please. It's kinda late out and I worry," Hiashi said. Naruto smirked. "I will. But I don't plan to hold the tournament again in a month. I have a tough first opponent and I plan to defeat him," Naruto said. Hiashi nodded. Naruto made the right hand seals and activated his Byakugan. He then put on some shades. He stalked around the night for quite some time. He found a cave just outside of Konoha. He did see Niji there, but there was a silent cast in the cave. Naruto went in to see Niji jamming by playing the drums. This surprised Naruto. Niji was unaware of Naruto being there, so was shocked to see him. Luckily Naruto didn't have Byakugan on at the time. "I never knew this about you. Looks like you have quite the rocker side," Naruto said. Niji sighed. "This cave is my only place of freedom. Where I can escape my fate just for a little while," he said. Naruto sighed. "Fate doesn't exist, Niji." "Well, it does, but not quite as you perceive it," Naruto said. He sat down as Niji joined him. "Listen, Niji. I know you have a grudge against the main house and all, but you know, Hinata does look up to you. Yet you tried to kill her. I know what happened. Hiashi has told me a lot about what," Naruto said. Niji smirked. "I'll never understand why uncle would take in such a waste of time," such as Niji said. Naruto was calm, but wasn't feeling calm. "See, this is why I don't really like you. You're judgmental. Let me tell you something about something out of control and prejudice. My life is laced with it. Only recently have I begun to break free from it. Also, my father was Hiashi's best friend. The Yondaime Hokage, Arashi Kazama," Naruto said. Niji nodded at that. "Alright then. Explain to me why you dislike judgmental people," Niji said. Naruto smirked. "I'll show you mine if you show me yours," Naruto said, taking off his jacket and shirt. There was the Kyuubi seal on there. Niji understood, taking off his headband, showing the caged bird. "Your seal shows you as a branch member of the Hyuga clan. People say you should be weak. But you're not. You're strong, smart, and have become quite powerful. Yet you share a common weakness with all other Hyuga, save 2, maybe 3. You judge a book by its cover. You think everything is determined by fate, that the Hyugas are better than everyone else. I don't believe that. You judge me by me being a dead last and believe you're better than me. I can deal with that compared to what other people judge me, as Naruto said. Neji was awestruck by Naruto's words. I was the dead last because of those people. People of Konoha refused to help me. Refused to see me for who I truly am. I have been beaten, bloodied, bruised on a daily basis for the first 10 years of my life because of this seal. You might say I resent them. I don't. It's a waste of time to resent them when you can prove them wrong when you become amongst the fighters that maintain Konoha's freedom and peace. Us Neji. Ninjas, Naruto said. Neji understood all that. I will tell you about Neji. As my sensei said, you have to look underneath the underneath. So behind a prank-pulling dead last was a powerful person who would sell his soul to protect his village from anything, Naruto said. Neji sighed. I see your point. You're not dead last. But explain more, Neji said. Naruto nodded. Thing is, Neji. You contradict what you say. You're more powerful than a lot of the Hyuga, especially the main, and yet, you say fate this, fate that. You're not so caged up, but you believe you were. Luckily the man that influenced that is dead now. Hiashi told me, Naruto said. Neji nodded. So let me say this. Hinata said screw fate for a reason. She said it because she wanted to prove that although she wasn't the strongest, she refused to be tied down by some pathetic saying. No fate except for what we make Naruto say. Neji sighed. Alright. You're right. Why didn't I see this before? I guess I was clouded by anger and hatred. But I still don't exactly like the main house, Neji said. Naruto sighed. Go back to your father. I know. Hinata and Hiashi told me. I can understand your anger, but don't let it get too out of control. But now, I think you should know my side of the story. My seal, Naruto said. Neji did look over it carefully. Looks complicated. Obviously the one who did it must have been a seal master, Neji said. Naruto nodded. My father. I need you to know something. 12 years ago, we all know about the Kyuubi attack here on Konoha. The story was slightly fixed. Kyuubi wasn't killed by my father. Kyuubi was sealed inside of an infant. I was that infant. All the adults knew this. Lord Hokage made a rule that if anyone talked about it, it would be considered treason and would be executed. I am the only one allowed to talk about it and others if I bring it up first, Naruto said. Neji was surprised. I see. I understand now. Your dislike of judgmental people. Because they judged you for what is inside, not who you truly were, Neji said. Naruto nodded. Kyuubi is also judged. He was in a fit of rage that night, but only towards the snake-san and Orochimaru. So it is my life goal to kill him before my other life goal is achieved. That is to become Hokage Neji. We do have destinies. Kami put on this world for a reason. But our actions and who we are don't revolve around them. There are many paths we take and thus, life is up to choice. I could have turned cold and killed anyone who dared to anger me, but I chose not to. Can you choose to not believe in what you've been forced to believe? Naruto said. Neji looked down and sighed. He nodded. You're right, Naruto. I can't let fate win. Lee, you, and many others are proof. Thank you. I'll try to find out more about my father's death, but I won't hold a grudge. Not everyone in the main house. Hiashi has helped me train, Hinata is innocent in this, and Hanabi just wants to be a powerful kid, Neji said. Naruto smiled. Friends? Naruto said, offering his hand. Neji shook it. Friends, he said. The two then got up and walked out. Neji placed a boulder over the entrance when they left. Our match will still be an all-out war. We won't let friendship come in the way. We both want to become Chunin, and if we prove ourselves, we will, Neji said. Naruto nodded as the two went back to the Hyuga Manor. It was now time for the final exam to begin. Neji and Naruto were up first. People had their money on Neji. Let's do our best, Naruto. Come at me, as if I was your worst enemy, Neji said. The match began. It was intense, as Naruto had tried to dodge all of Neji's attempts to seal of his Tenketsu. Once Naruto got some distance, he did his mass shadow clone jutsu, creating an army of Narutos. Neji couldn't spot the real one, as they all tried to attack him. They all jumped up. I was hoping for this, Neji said, as he began to spin. It was the Hyuga secret defense move, Kaiten. His chakra spun around him, making a defensive shield, blocking all the kunai and clones jumping on him. When he sensed that no more were coming, he saw Naruto alone, telling him to bring it. Neji closed in and struck Naruto. But it only turned out to be a clone. Huh? He said, before a massive fireball almost hit him. The real Naruto came down right after that. Nice move, Neji said. Naruto smiled. You too, Neji. Kaiten is powerful. Glad you kept it that long, or you'd be a kunai cushion, Naruto said. Neji couldn't help but chuckle at that comment. Then minutes later, Neji had successfully sealed off all of Naruto's tenketsu. But Naruto could only chuckle. You forget, Neji. I contain the most powerful demon. Naruto said as red chakra began to surround him. It allowed his tenketsu to be freed up as the chakra changed from red to blue, chakra tail still being there. Naruto began to make some hand seals. Neji tried to get him, but Naruto dodged it, looking Neji right in the eyes. Headhunter jutsu, Naruto said. He vanished into the ground, leaving a hole, before dragging Neji under. Naruto appeared from the hole he first made, only a minute later. What's this? Neji said, as he tried to squirm free. Naruto formed a fully completed Rasengan and held it to Neji's face. I've trapped you, Neji. If you get up, my Rasengan will burn your face badly, probably killing you. Even if you did, it would take a while, as I did tire your hands and feet. I believe using that along with a headhunter is perfect for a quick trap, Naruto said. Neji sighed. You win, Naruto. There is no way I can escape, Neji said. The proctor called the match, declaring Naruto the winner. Naruto helped Neji up and helped untie the ropes. Neji then limped a bit. Must have used too much chakra in the match, Neji said. Naruto smiled and helped Neji to the medic ward to rest. You know, Hiashi did tell me something. He told me that my father willingly gave up his life that day. Uncle was willing to die for his family to prevent a war, but my father insisted not to. I was wrong about a lot of things. But I knew that. In the end, my father died, a free bird, Neji said, with a slight chuckle. Sasuke was late for his match, so it was postponed. Kankuro was to now face up against Shino. It was pretty even. Kankuro's puppets did strike Shino, but Shino's bugs kept draining Kankuro's chakra. In the end, it was a draw when they both passed out. Shino was poisoned by Kankuro. Temari faced off against Shikamaru. Clearly, the only thing Temari did all match was dodging Shikamaru's shadow possession. It wasn't easy, as Temari did dodge all attempts, but he did catch her by using the 2 holes Naruto created. That was good. But you get this match. My chakra is way too low to continue, Shikamaru said. This shocked everyone watching. Sasuke finally arrived, so he faced off against Gaara. Sasuke was clearly stronger and faster than before. He threw a lot of force behind everything, and Gaara was great at using his sand. But it came to the point where Sasuke had to use a dangerous move. Naruto was shocked. He was with Hiashi at the moment. That move? Kakashi, Hiashi said in slight anger. Suddenly, many feathers fell upon the entire audience and everyone fell asleep, save a few. At that, Sasuke drove the Chiordi through Gaara's shoulder, who had tried to use sand to block it. That was when many sound ninjas came in and began to attack everything in their path. They had previously fought off some sand ninjas, so the remaining sand ninjas came to Konoha's aid. Sasuke was puzzled by all of this. Temari and Kankuro came down to Gaara's aid. He had already fixed his shoulder up with sand, but it was still weak. Sasuke. Come, Gaara said, dragging Sasuke with him. They had to go for cover. Naruto woke up. He suddenly trembled in intense pain. Naruto, what's wrong? Sakura said. She was the one who woke him up. He got up, using her for support. Kyuubi, he's raging so much. He senses Orochimaru. Plus. I'm gaining another tail to get away, Naruto said. Sakura did back away as Naruto let out a mighty scream. He was engulfed in red chakra as another tail was formed from the chakra. He jumped up. The barrier surrounding Orochimaru and Sarutobi was blocking out some Black Op Anbu. I'm not Kyuubi, just its jailer. Besides, Snake Freak is the reason why Konoha got attacked. So don't hate me or Kyuubi. Hate him more, Naruto said, pointing at Orochimaru. Jiraiya and Hiashi landed beside Naruto. Impure World Resurrection. I heard about this. Revives the dead. 3 caskets for Hokages. Don't let it be, Jiraiya said. One was struck down. They let out a huge sigh of relief as the one that could have contained Arashi was sent back down. Alright. As you know, I know Rasengan now. On the count of 3, we strike, Naruto said. The other 2 nodded. 1 Hiashi formed his Rasengan. 2, Jiraiya said. He formed his. Naruto followed. 3. Naruto shouted. They all struck close together in the barrier. They had to break it. The 3 managed to hold onto their Rasengans for a few minutes before they managed to shatter the barrier. The 3 quickly entered. The sun had fully set. Naruto took a scroll out and summoned his chain. You 3. I guess I could use your help. Take on the cages while I take care of Orochimaru, Sarutobi said. Naruto smirked. Well then, let's roll. He said, just as he transformed into the Ghost Rider, he had to resist all temptation to go after Orochimaru. He was mostly taking on the shot aim. Naruto fire had helped him burn all the wood and trees that tried to take him down. These two are controlled by tags. Hiashi. Find where they are. Jiraiya shouted as he fought with the Nidaime. Got it, sensei. Hiashi shouted back. He activated the Byakugan and sensed them both. They're both in the middle of their backs. Hiashi shouted out so Naruto could hear. Naruto chuckled as he torched the Shodaime. But Shodaime regenerated. With Orochimaru and Sarutobi, there was an intense battle in which Orochimaru was knocked down. Sarutobi began a long series of hand seals. With Naruto, he used his chain to yank out Shodaime's tag before he noticed that Orochimaru's sword was rising up. He ran over and used all of his strength to hold it back as an ominous mist showed the Shinigami. Naruto. Even if it got me, I would die anyway. The Shinigami will take my soul, killing me as well. You can let go. Jiraiya and Hiashi need you more than I do, Sarutobi said. Naruto was reluctant as he let go, seeing the sword go right through Sarutobi's gut. Damn. Naruto shouted. He set his chain on fire again and went up to the Nidaime. He wrapped his chain around him tightly before removing the tag. The three had to catch their breaths, and when they did, they noticed that Orochimaru had left and Sarutobi was laying there, sword gone now. Naruto powered down. You three have done well. Looks like Konoha needs a new Hokage. Goodbye, my friend, Sarutobi said as he died there. Naruto was especially sad seeing the first real friend for him die. He let out a lot of tears. He'll pay. But I will not defeat him as the Ghost Rider. I will use my bare hands to kill Orochimaru. I will not be so reliant on being the rider. I can't. I have to be Hokage powered all the time. I refuse to be weak during the day and godly at night. Not anymore, I won't truly stop, Naruto said. Hiashi pulled Naruto into a comforting embrace. Jiraiya sighed. Your shadow clones will help. I also think it's time you studied your father's scroll. That scroll, the Forbidden Scroll, was a list of all your father's techniques and how to use them. Though only he could use the Hiraishin. Oh, who am I kidding, you can too, but I wouldn't recommend needing to make your own reputation, Jiraiya said. Naruto nodded. The funeral was held for all of the fallen warriors during that day. Naruto paid his respects especially to the third Hokage. Next day, Jiraiya was in the Hyuga Manor, waiting for Naruto. Naruto was up, had some of his things packed, and was ready to go. At least that's what he was told to do. Kid. You and I are going to find my other teammate, Tsunade. She will be the Godame Hokage. I said I would teach you more, and I will hold to that promise, Jiraiya said. Naruto had an excited grin on his face. The first in a while. Sasuke. Hang in there, Naruto said. Jiraiya and Naruto just fought off two very powerful ninjas. Both belonged to the demon hunting organization called Akatsuki. One was a fish-like swordsman named Kisame, and the other was the very deadly Itachi Uchiha. Upon hearing this, Sasuke had to run. But when Sasuke and Itachi fought, Itachi easily defeated Sasuke. Jiraiya managed to have them escape and had Sasuke taken back to Konoha. Now, just later that day, Jiraiya had to ask Naruto something. So, why didn't you become that flaming skull thingy? Jiraiya asked. Naruto sighed. 2 reasons. I don't want to be so reliant on that, and 2, I couldn't. Only at night, Naruto said. Jiraiya understood. He sighed. What if it was nighttime? He asked. Naruto sighed this time. I would have if need be. Well, I am as powerful as a Hokage in that form, I need to be like that all the time. I'm taking training seriously. I've got 100 lbs weights on each limb, Naruto said, showing them. Jiraiya understood. Helps your physical stamina. Well, you learned the Rasengan plus a few of your father's other moves in his scroll. That's all I can do really. I can't help much, for you seem to know your path. But don't worry, kid. I'll figure out a way to be of help. Don't want to let Arashi down, Jiraiya spoke with a sad tone to his voice. Naruto was quick to pick up on this. What's wrong? Naruto asked. Jiraiya let a rare tear fall from his face. I miss the old knucklehead. You carry some traits of him. Out of the 3 genin I did train, he was the one who was the closest to me. Hiashi mostly studied his taijutsu, but it helped Arashi a lot when it came to inventing the Rasengan. Hitomi basically was skilled on her own and was quite the Kenjutsu master. No surprise really, Jiraiya said. Naruto was confused. You carry a sword with you. You're attracted to it. It's because you share Hitomi's natural liking for the sword. After all, she was your mother, Jiraiya said. Na chuckled for a second. What is so funny? Naruto asked. Jiraiya calmed down. You share many qualities of your father. You're determined, stubborn, love ramen, and have a dislike for perversion. Though for him, it was limited, Jiraiya said. Naruto smirked. Oh, and that would be he'd be pissed off if you researched my mother? Naruto slyly asked. Jiraiya nodded. Conversation was like this for a while until they checked themselves into a hotel. Let's see what jutsus you've learned, Jiraiya said. Naruto nodded. The 5 elemental dragon jutsus, Flame Shichinen, Detonate Clone, and Earth Wall, Naruto said. Jiraiya was impressed. Good to see that you're picking up on things. All of those take up a lot of chakra, so they're perfect for you, Jiraiya said. Naruto smirked. Ayubi also notified me about something else. Using chakra to increase strength. I have tried it, but I'm still working on it. I'm also gonna try and see if it can increase my speed, Naruto said. This sent an odd shiver down his spine. You're gonna match Tsunade's strength. That's good for you, bad for me. I think you know why, Jiraiya said. Naruto sighed. Alright. How's this? I don't claim to be perverted. After we find Tsunade, I'll read a set amount of pages that you set from whatever book you write and we'll see what Naruto said. Jiraiya beamed at that. They did find Tsunade. 2 other people were with her. Her assistant, Shizune, and her son Daniel. Tsunade Haim, Jiraiya said, as he and Naruto joined up with Tsunade in the booth she was at. Like normal, she was drinking. Hey sir, Shizune and Daniel both said. Tsunade looked up. She was ready to kill. Relaxed Swand. I'm not doing anything dirty right now. I'm on a mission, Jiraiya said. Tsunade chuckled. Your mission doesn't sound right. Not since you became a Sannin. You've been everywhere, Tsunade said. Jiraiya nodded. It's true, I have. But there have been some recent events in Konoha that I have needed to attend to. First off, before I continue, meet Arashi's son, Naruto Jiraiya. Tsunade looked at Naruto and chuckled. Arashi never dressed like that. At least you're smart. Yes, the resemblance is definite, minus those birthmarks, Tsunade said. Naruto knew she meant no harm, so he didn't say anything. It would seem as if Orochimaru finally managed to attack Konoha. Luckily, we won the battle, and his newfound village had to retreat. Damage was still high though, but we are having a somewhat bright future. We can't seem to carry on, as during the fight, Sensei was killed by Orochimaru, Jiraiya said. Tsunade spat out her drink suddenly, and it spilled all over Daniel. Mom? He shouted. She was embarrassed at that. We need a new Hokage, Tsunade. That Hokage has been chosen to be you, Jiraiya said. Tsunade chuckled. Never. I don't like that title. Too many people have died trying to become, and everyone was killed trying to maintain. Not me. I want nothing to do with Konoha. That title is crap as far as I'm concerned, Tsunade said. She then felt the killer intent radiating off of Naruto. How dare you? You were trained by one, related to the first 2, and your strength is legendary. You are meant to become Hokage. My dream is to become one, so don't call me the one thing I believe in most crap. Not when I have so many people on my case, as it is. Naruto shouted as he brought a Rasengan close to Tsunade's face. She was surprised. Rasengan, eh? That actually looks good. You didn't think you could teach him Arashi's moves, did you? Tsunade said. Jiraiya smirked. This is a perfect Rasengan. I had more help from my godfather and co-creator of this movie, Hiashi Hyuga. I will fight hard for what I believe in, no matter what, Naruto said, disengaging the Rasengan. Tsunade smiled. Alright. We'll meet up in 1 week. There, we'll discuss further about me being Hokage. I'm considering it now. You've impressed me, Tsunade said. Naruto smiled. Later, Naruto was reading an Icha book. He had gone past 3 pages, which was all Jiraiya said. I don't believe it, but I'm perverted, Naruto said. Jiraiya sighed. Kid, we all have our perverted side. The human mind, soul, heart, and spirit is so complex that there are sides to us that exist, yet not everyone discovers them, Jiraiya said. He looked out the window and had a sad face on. Kid, I think it's time I told you more about Tsunade. She has a reason for not wanting to go back. Her little brother died young, and she was unable to save her boyfriend. They both had the dream to be Hokage. She developed a blood phobia. But there is more. Her son died in that position, Jiraiya said. This shocked Naruto. But Daniel is very much alive. I don't get what you're saying, Naruto said. Jiraiya smirked. Daniel is very much alive, but that wasn't her only son. No. She had another son from a previous relationship. She was 17 and kinda drunk. She and her boyfriend of the time partied hard. They loved to have sex. But one day, she got knocked up and he left her. She was unable to raise the child on her own, so that one was orphaned. Eventually, they did discover and they lived together and became the mother to that boy, like she was supposed to be. He forgave her. But here's the real kicker. Her dead son is actually Jiraiya. He was trying to gather his wits together to try and say it. Naruto was hooked. Arashi Kazama. The Yondaime Hokage and your father. It makes her your grandmother, Jiraiya said. Naruto was clearly shocked. Naruto sighed. I understand, but wow. Here's something for you. My big bad flame form actually has a name. When I'm like that, I'm called a Ghost Rider. How I got my powers, let's just say that me wanting to protect Konoha, to be the love of my village, despite the fact that they hate me for Orochimaru sending Kyuubi on us, and me being his jailer, I did that the greedy, the sinners, the desperate, and the weak would do, Naruto said. This time, Jiraiya was focused, as Naruto put his book down. I sold my soul to the devil, Naruto said. This had shocked Jiraiya to the core. So much that he was extremely pale and had left. But Naruto caught him. I sold my soul for the people of Konoha. I knew what I was doing, and I don't regret it. He needed somebody who was a kind spirit to go after the evil in this world and send them back to hell. He gave me the powers to send evil back to hell, to protect Konoha, like I wanted, Naruto said. Jiraiya listened. Sounds like you did it for nothing. But if you don't regret it, then I'm not going to stop you, as long as you don't go after me. Though I am a good person, so generally, I'm safe, Jiraiya said. He had gotten over his initial shock over the matter. The week had passed by quickly. Jiraiya and Naruto tried to meet up with Tsunade, but Daniel and Shizune showed up. She left early. Must have met up with Orochimaru, Shizune said. This shocked Jiraiya and Naruto. Naruto then smirked. Any ideas? Naruto asked. Shizune pointed towards this massive stone wall surrounding a castle. The four made it there to see Kabuto attack Tsunade. She was going to kill Orochimaru. I couldn't allow that to happen, Kabuto said. It was then that an all-out war began. Tsunade and Jiraiya teamed up to face off against Orochimaru. Each of them had their respective summon masters out. Kabuto took on Naruto, Daniel, and Shizune. Kabuto made short work of everyone. Shizune was trying to heal Naruto as he had lost a great deal of blood. But he got up. You fool. It will take more than that to affect me, Naruto said, spitting out some blood. He rushed to Kabuto, who knocked him over. Tsunade had fallen off her summon and saw Naruto. She got scared as her blood phobia kicked in. But Naruto still got up. Just a little bit of blood. Nothing major, Naruto said. He was panting hard. You've sustained a lot of damage too soon for me to fully heal you. It will take me about a whole week for me to heal you fully, Kyuubi said in Naruto mind. Naruto was then hit with a kunai to the shoulder and it actually went through him. He screamed in agony and passed out. Kabuto was about to strike when Daniel came in and covered Tsunade, himself, and Naruto in a vine dome. Mom. Get over it. If you're a Sannin, blood is to be seen. If you're the best medic in the world, then get over it, Daniel said. Tsunade was still shaken up. It was then, a strange light came into the dome. The light turned into a specter life form of Arashi. Arashi? Both Daniel and Tsunade shouted. Arashi nodded. Mom, my brother. Good to see you again. It is unfortunate that we have to meet this way. The Shinigami has allowed me to appear before you. Naruto must be healed up a bit before sundown, else we will greatly lose this battle, Arashi said. Tsunade slowly nodded. He went over to her. Mom. I know that your blood phobia is there. But you're better than that. You had a bad experience with blood. You had a bad experience in love, and yet you still found someone before another bad experience. Don't let it get you down. You're not that. Please, I beg of you, Arashi said. Tsunade nodded a bit faster and tended to the massive shoulder wound. She sighed. Maybe it was all self-inflicted, my problem with blood. I seem to be okay now, Tsunade said. Daniel smiled. Good. Daniel. Good move. Naruto, my son. I forgive you, Arashi said before vanishing. The dome came down as Tsunade really began to get serious. The battle still waged on. It was now during the night. Dios had walked up to Naruto. He tapped him twice with his scepter. Am I dead? Naruto asked himself. Dio smirked. There is evil in the air, yet you refuse to transform. I got your chain and rode out. Don't make it painful, Dio said in a sickening voice. Naruto growled. I'm still weak as a human. I want to be stronger on my own. If not using my powers is the key, then so be it, Naruto said. Dios chuckled. Not true. You are growing stronger and I still want Orochimaru alive. But his summon. Kill it. Kill Manda. Do it now. Dio said. Naruto began to convulse and scream badly. It got everyone's attention. Dios vanished. Naruto became the rider again. He was ready. He got on his ride and sped towards Manda. Demanding sacrifices in large numbers is a very much powerful sin. Tonight, you die. Naruto shouted as he wrapped his chain around Manda. Manda thrashed, sending Naruto upwards. But Naruto landed on Manda's head. Your soul belongs in hell, Naruto said as Manda had looked into Naruto's penance stare. She thrashed around again and then stopped. She was now comatose again. Finish her, Naruto said. Gamabunta, the toad boss, spat some oil on Manda before Naruto set it aflame. Leave now Orochimaru, before I change my mind about letting you live, Naruto said. Tsunade then walked up behind Naruto as Orochimaru looked at them. Yeah. Leave, before Bonehead, Pervy, or the 5th Hokage decides to kill you, Tsunade said. Orochimaru and Kabuto had no choice but to run after that. Naruto turned normal and passed out again. He was still cut up badly. His powers come from the devil. He told me the other night. Naruto's passion to become Hokage is so great that the devil gave him that power to help him at times. He becomes a war machine at night, as we have seen. But I can't help but wonder if being this Ghost Rider will help him grow stronger. He becomes normal after, as we've seen. But it's hard to tell sometimes, Jiraiya said. Tsunade nodded. I will be the 5th. My trust in Konoha has been regained. It took the spirit of my grandson to want to return. I doubt I can be as good as the previous Hokages, but damned if I don't try, Tsunade said. Everyone agreed with that statement. Thanks for watching my video, and make sure to check out the author of this fanfic.